Mini episode 643 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by that NBA Lottery Pick, your pop culture influenced look at the world of hoops. Follow them on the web at that NBALotteryPick.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to mini episode 643 of the FDH Lounge. This is FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with the FantasyDraftHelp.com insider for our 12th season covering the NFL. This is your Week 11 recommendation for fantasy football starters. We've got some preface notes that we'll be delivering every week. First of all, our advice is probably a bit different than some in the industry. We're not the place to go regarding the question of whether or not to play a healthy Aaron Rodgers this week. Aside from reiterating our list of gimmies, we don't discuss them beyond that. We're also not part of the movement that overstates the importance of week-to-week matchups. Sadly, if you bungled your draft or auction, there's not much except a stroke of great luck on the waiver wire that can salvage your season. Now, in very shallow leagues, you can pick up a potential impact player off the waiver wire, but you hardly need a fantasy football industry source to tell you to do that. We play the percentages on giving our advice, which is all that anyone can do, even those in the industry who purport to own a crystal ball. You'll always get intellectual honesty from us. Okay, here's our list of constants at mid-season. When healthy, you don't jerk with these guys, you leave them in your lineup regardless of scary matchups. We have 2 QBs, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. We have 5 running backs, Matt Forte, Devontae Freeman, Todd Gurley, Marshawn Lynch, and Adrian Peterson. We have 12 wide receivers, Odell Beckham, Antonio Brown, Dez Bryant, Randall Cobb, Larry Fitzgerald, A.J. Green, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones, Brandon Marshall, Allen Robinson, and Demaryius Thomas. We have 3 tight ends, Tyler Eifert, Rob Gronkowski, and Greg Olsen. With the gimmies out of the way, in a moment, a look at the more marginal picks for this week. Folks, you're listening to the FantasyDraftHelp.com insider.
Mr. Environmental is also a hunter. It's kind of an interesting combination.
I hunt quail, Jeremy. They're overpopulated in this region, and they're decimating the grubworm population. You got a problem with that?
Nearly as much as I do with the attire that you have on, or just your general point of view towards everybody. But let's go kill some birds. I'm psyched.
Remember, our recommendations for the Thursday NFL games are always up on our Twitter account at the FDH Lounge. New Orleans, the New York Giants, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland are on the bye this week. We like 11 QBs this week. Derek Carr, Andy Dalton, Cam Newton, Carson Palmer, Phillip Rivers, Tony Romo, Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Ryan Tannehill, Tyrod Taylor, and Russell Wilson. We like 16 running backs. Giovanni Bernard, LeGarrette Blount, Justin Forsett, Frank Gore, Chris Ivory, Jeremy Langford, Doug Martin, LaShawn McCoy, Darren McFadden, Lamar Miller, DeMarco Murray, Latavius Murray, James Starks, Sharkhandrick West, James White, and Danny Woodhead. We like 18 wide receivers, Devontae Adams, Danny Amendola, Tavon Austin, Amari Cooper, Michael Crabtree, Eric Decker, Mike Evans, Pierre Garçon, T.Y. Hilton, Deshaun Jackson, Stevie Johnson, Brendan LaFell, Jarvis Landry, Jeremy Maclin, Jordan Matthews, Emmanuel Sanders, Golden Tate, and Sammy Watkins. We like 3 tight ends, Jimmy Graham, Travis Kelce, and Jordan Reed. Every week we also recommend 5 of these players as especially strong, and this week's slate includes Matt Ryan, Latavius Murray, Stevie Johnson, Travis Kelce, and Jimmy Graham. Thanks for checking us out. Again, for a more comprehensive look at this year's fantasy football season, download our free guide, Fantasy Football Draftology 2015, available on the main page at FantasyDraftHelp.com, and also check out Fantasy Hockey Draftology 2015 and Fantasy Hoops Draftology 2015. Go break off a little value on your opponents in fantasy sports, and be sure to sample our other Nothing is Off Topic mini episodes, including our recent conversations with superstars such as Chip Carey, Ernie Johnson, and Bob Barker from the FDH Lounge.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, waitresses, strippers, bartenders, garbage men, janitors, microwave popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and the Periodic Table of Elements.